name calls. You led it with grace, with truth so deep. Awakening dreams we still keep. 'Cause of you we learn to rise, to see the world with willful eyes. Your dead strength still leads us home, a guiding light when nights feel long. Because of you, our hearts still know the path you show, the seeds you sow. Forever grateful, ever true, we stand as one. Because of you.
If you were born in another country but make
Hello, 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 test. Hello, hello.
Hello, check. Hello.
Hello, mic check. Yeah. Hello, mic check. Yeah.
Before you start, just let me know.
Okay, fine.
The air feels colder where you used to stand. Every silence knows the shape of your hand. Your voice still floats like a distant song, even though
Hello. Hello.
you've been gone so long. I still talk to you when no one's near, like the wind might carry what I need you to hear. You were more than love, more than a friend. You were everything, my start, my end. You were everything I had, and everything I lost. Every dream I built, now tangled in the cost. The world moves on, but I stay behind, still chasing the ghost you left inside. I keep your name like a fragile prayer, whispered softly into empty air. I light a candle, though the flame burns thin, as if somehow it could bring you back again. Some days I smile, some days I break. Every
Hello.
memory's a
Hello.
wave
Check.
I
Hello.
can't escape. You were my reason, my safe place to land. Now I'm reaching for a disappearing
Hello.
hand.
Hello.
You were
Hello.
everything
Hello.
I
Hello.
had, and
Hello.
everything
Hello.
I
Hello.
lost. Every
Hello.
dream
Check.
I
Hello.
built, now tangled in the cost. The world moves on, but I stay behind, still chasing the ghost you left inside. Maybe love never fully dies. It just lingers soft in the corners of my mind. I'll carry you with every breath I take. You were everything.
Yeah, more than enough. Little down.
Time keeps moving.
Okay, fine.
Rewind.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you all here. What memories are there? Any memories? What do you remember? So much? Okay, the washrooms are at the back if you want to use it. Okay, we'll wait for the starting. We're not yet started, but I just wanted to get you all together. Did you meet everyone? You did. You know our sir, principal sir? Yes. Oh, nice of you, sir. Definitely. How many of you remember me? Not many. How many of you remember me? There's one there. Okay. Yeah, my name is Cynthia Lowe. I've been here from 2000. So 2005, yeah, 25. Like teachers' instructions, do not leave empty seats, please. Move forward.
बस्ता लेकर चले हम जाने कहाँ और क्यों साथ छोड़ चुके हैं दूर हो गए हैं जाने कहाँ और क्यों यादों का बस्ता लेकर चले हम जाने कहाँ और क्यों साथ छोड़ चुके हैं दूर हो गए हैं जाने कहाँ और क्यों हम जो साथ नहीं गम की बात नहीं यारी तो दिल में बसी मिलने के हालात नहीं जगह वो पुरानी बारिश का पानी है अब तक थी जैसे कभी ना हम बदले ना ही बदले कभी भी वैसे के वैसे अब भी यादों का बस्ता
One question. Okay? Don't get scared. I just want to know how it come it became boys this side and girls that side. How did it? You guys made you all do that? Segregation? Must you all went to Masila Beach? Oh my god, I don't remember going there. Which principal you want me to ask? Oh, she's coming. You can personally ask her. Oh, that rule is still applied. We have to separate. Good for you. Okay, another question. How are you going to greet Susan ma'am when she comes in? It's not a morning, it's a good evening. We get this. We go to Lulu or somewhere and students we meet them in the evening, they're still into that good morning teacher. They forget that it's at evening. Seriously, what are you going to do? Oh, that's what you're going to say. Oh. How many from Tessie ma'am's batch? Okay. Only two of you there? Okay, 1 year. Mic check. It's okay. This is okay? Face you can't see. I'm the tallest person. Do you get any nightmares when you talk about your school? Some of you are laughing, don't want to tell it. If we ask you to tell, will you be able to tell us? Or you don't want to mention it? How do you treat your children? How many of you have got children of your own now? Okay. So your parents used to tell you something, right? Do you do the same thing now to your parents? To your children, sorry. Do you do that? Your parents used to tell you about being in school, being on time, right? And we always wouldn't like it. So do you do that now to your kids? And what is the reaction you get? The ones y'all made? Yeah, they're sitting in the front. These seats are empty. Ansie's sitting at the back. Ansie's sitting at the back. Yeah. Ansie was there only for 2 years. Ansie was there only for 2 years. No, but here in school, how long she was in school student? Oh, that's what she said. She was only there for 3 years. Please sit. 4 of you. Somebody at the back. 4 of you can come and sit in the front. The girls at the back, move forward, please.
सूरज की बाहों में अपनी ये जिंदगी
आगे रखे हैं हमने वो दिन.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place.
मेरी जीत तेरी हार सुन मेरे तेरा गम मेरी जान तेरी जान ऐसा अपना प्यार जान के भी खेले तेरे लिए जान के भी खेले तेरे लिए सबसे दुश्मन धड़कन कहती है दिल तेरे बिन धड़के ना एक तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना धड़कन कहती है दिल तेरे बिन धड़के ना एक तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना जब सांस है आवाज़ है फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना जब सांस है आवाज़ है फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना पाएंगे हम अपने दिलों का तराना हम रहे या ना रहे कल याद आएंगे ये पल ये है प्यार के पल चल आ मेरे संग चल सोचे क्या छोटी सी है जिंदगी कल मिल जाए तो होगी खुश नसीबी हम रहे या ना रहे याद आएंगे ये पल हम रहे या ना रहे कल याद आएंगे ये पल ये है प्यार के पल चल आ मेरे संग चल
Okay, the countdown is beginning. I'll get a call here. Then I tell you to stand up. Okay? Ma'am is moving out from there, right? Okay, I leave it up to you how you want to wish her. Okay? You want to scream, Today nobody will punish you. So yeah. Okay. Who's ready to take the charge? They are in the lift. They will be coming this way. What do you want to do? Scream, shout, what? Good evening, teacher. No shouting? Oh my God. Clap for her. Okay, definitely. You'll be standing, right? Yeah. I think, yeah, they live. Can you see her? I cannot see her. We have a large number of boys. The girls are less.
ഉരിയുള്ള വായാടി പക്ഷിക്കൂട്ടം വന്നുപോയി കാണുന്നു കാണാനായി കൂടുന്നു കൂട്ടാനായി ആകാശപ്പുഴ നീതി കുതിച്ചു
How many of you are going to be here after a long time? Long time? Okay. After 20 years. Okay, there comes the pretty woman. Please. Not he. Not he. Please. Yeah, there she comes, the pretty woman. You were supposed to say something else also. What was that? They wanted to say. Yeah, please. So, how was it? Does she look the same? Ma'am, did you see something? We have the girls on one side and the boys. and they put the blame on you. They said you are the one who made them do that. Yeah, please take your seat. Tessie ma'am, Joyce sir, I think some of your classmates were there. How many of you remember those teachers who are walking down there? Some of you might. So let's begin. Are we ready? What are you ready for? Anything? Anything. That's a good thing. Right. I think UIS taught you that. Be ready for anything. Okay, let's begin. It's supposed to be an evening with Mrs. Susan Roy. So it's already an evening. I'll go more into a formal mode now, a little. Okay. You can't hear me? The music. Thank you. Okay, a warm welcome to all the distinguished alumni, teachers, and guests to this joyous homecoming. It is a homecoming, right? It is an immense honor to have you back to reconnect about shared memories, celebrate the lasting bonds that were formed here. We hope you enjoy this nostalgic evening and feel right at home with your alma mater. A moment of great pride and nostalgia to see so many friends, familiar faces return to where it all began. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to make this reunion possible. So let's begin this evening. We always need to call upon the Lord to begin any new beginnings. So let's all please stand. Mrs. Achama Kuruvella will lead us into prayer. Do I need to give you the instructions? Please join your hands, close your eyes, bow your head. Yeah, that would be good. Thank you.
Almighty God, we thank you for bringing us together on this special occasion. We are grateful for our alma mater, our teachers, and the memories that bind us together. Lord, bless this alumni meeting and everyone gathered here. May this program strengthen our unity, fill our hearts with joy, and make this occasion meaningful for all. We also thank you for the presence of Susan ma'am in our midst today. Guide the management and bless all the events planned today. May everything be conducted smoothly and peacefully. We place this inauguration into your hands and ask for your blessings upon us all.
Thank you, Achama Miss. Now, before you sit down, I want you to do something. Look to your right, look to your left. Say hi. I hope you know the name of the people who are sitting next to you. Did you meet them? Okay, thank you. Please sit down. Now, this is the time for a formal welcome. So let me invite Mrs. Elizabeth Mani. How many of you know her? Okay, she'll be here to present the welcome address.
Yes. United Indian School stands as the realization of a cherished dream. The dream and vision of a great visionary, Mr. Thomas Stanley. He was not only an institution builder, but also a great philanthropist whose values, compassion, and foresight continue to guide us. On this occasion, we bow in gratitude to our guiding light, whose vision has been the compass of our journey, fondly and gratefully remembering him. Good evening. Honorable Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Jessie Chandy, our esteemed Director and Principal, Mrs. Former I put together, and Mrs. Susan Roy, the respected CEO of our school, Mr. Joel Jacob, our dear Principal, Mr. Radhakrishnan sir, Operations Manager, Mr. John Thomas, Vice Principals, distinguished guests, and my dear alumni. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today on the occasion of the official inauguration of our Alumni Association. Having been associated with this institution for more than 3 decades, this gathering feels very close to my heart. Our journey has been truly remarkable, ever since the school established till today. From those modest beginnings, we have traveled a long and inspiring path, growing steadily in strength, stature, and reputation. I would like to place on record my sincere appreciation for our respected former principal and director, Mrs. Susan Roy, who served this institution for 30 long years. What began from humble beginnings has today grown into a center of learning that continues to inspire generations. Mrs. Susan Roy has played a pivotal role in nurturing and elevating this institution to its present stature as one of the most reputed schools in Kuwait. Under her leadership, the school witnessed steady growth in student strength, infrastructure, academic standard, and co-curricular activities. Her emphasis on discipline is commendable. Ma'am, we warmly welcome you to this memorable function. I extend a warm welcome with immense joy to two proud members of this alumni. You know, who all are they? Our Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Tessie Chandy, and our CEO, Mr. Joel Jacob, who are together steering this great institution with a vision and a dedication. I'm equally happy to acknowledge our present principal, Mr. Radhakrishnan, who is carrying this rich legacy forward with great commitment, embracing new technologies, modern education practices, and preparing this institution to meet the demands of a changing world. Welcome, sir. Seeing our former students gathered here today, many of them have spread across the globe and excelled in diverse fields. It's a great test to reward a school can achieve. You are not just alumni, you are the living proof of this institution's values, discipline, and vision. You are the bridge between the past and the present, a bond that keeps us connected, and a guiding force for the future. I am confident, not me alone, we are confident, that this association will play a meaningful role in strengthening our institution further. Welcoming one and all to this evening function. Thank you. Now I cordially invite our principal to address the gathering.
You know who she is? How many of you remember her? What do you remember about her? The Arabic book had to come to school, right? Okay. You know what is an alumni? What do you mean by that? Any idea? Anyone? Okay, they are people who have graduated or formally attended a school, college, or university. Okay? The term derives from Latin meaning pupils or nourished ones. Okay? Now I call upon Mr. Radhakrishnan sir, our principal, to formally speak about the objectives, the purpose of this meet. Radhakrishnan sir.
Before starting, I know well you are so excited and you won't be interested to listen to a person who is unknown to you, because you are sitting along with known people and an unknown person is standing over here and planning to talk. So I won't take much time. I will use little time and tell you why we are over here. Good evening, esteemed alumni. Our former director and principal, Mrs. Susan Roy, members of the management, and my dear colleagues, teachers, HODs, vice principals, support staff, and everyone present over here. It's a great evening, really. Seeing children back as youth, as professionals, is really amazing for a school, because you are the fruits of UIS. Am I right? Yeah. And I recall our Ruby Jubilee celebration garden, and the garden is present here today. You know who is that gardener? Yes, along with Thomas Chandy sir, Mrs. Susan Roy ma'am. We wanted her at the time of Ruby Jubilee, but we couldn't. But today, on account of, under the blessing of God, we could get her over here to interact with you, to chat with you. As a leader, for me, it's really amazing because she's a legendary leader, we can call. 30 years she led the school. And she brought a culture over here. And when I say she brought a culture to the school, it's not only her contribution, it's the contribution of each one of you. Because students are the heart and soul of any institution. And how you interact in the school, that determines the culture of the school. As teachers and leaders, we can only guide. And now, when I am the principal of the school, I see a wonderful culture over here. I feel every moment the alumni and also the ex-teachers, the ex-leaders who work behind tirelessly, all the founders, and everyone worked for last 40 years. I really feel I'm blessed so that I could lead in a school which is created and developed into a great institution of Kuwait. And you all studied here at different times. And I know you were all forced to leave one day because after completing 12th, you can't be here. But I think from your heart, you didn't leave. So that you are back over here, even after 20, 25 years, when you found an invitation, you immediately decided to come. All right? That itself shows you didn't leave UIS. You just went for a trip and you are back. That's really amazing. And today we are here for the launch of United Indian Schools Alumni Association, UISAA or UISAA. In short form, we can call UISAA or UISAA. It's easy, right? Yeah. Now, when we think about an organization, first question will come. Why should we have such an organization? Right? Why should we have an alumni organization? It's good to get connected because today is It's the world of networking. Since last 30 years, students are moving out. You may be thinking why I'm telling 30 years, because started, then it takes 10 to 12 years for the first batch to pass out. So around 30 years before you left. And there are children who left for the last 30, every year children are moving out. You just count the number. How many? It's a huge network. If we can have an excellent network, that network will spread across the globe, because you are not only in Kuwait or in your motherland, India, you are across the globe. So if we can have such a network, that network will benefit not only the alumni, even the students who are studying here at present, student and staff working at present in the school, right? You can contribute in different ways to the school. Let me give you some suggestions. I know you people are true professionals, you know better than me how to connect and how to contribute to the school. Still, I can tell you something. I started speaking about connection. This connection can be used for mentorship. We can have a legacy loop to guide current students for career and also internship. Can you? Yes or no, can you? Career counseling sessions, internships you can provide, right? Yeah, again, pool of resource people. I told last 30 years, many of you studied here and left. You are all professionals at different fields. And we need people to guide our current students. Rather than bringing people from India who have no connection with the school, it is better if you people can come and speak, because you know the culture, tradition, and the background of each and every child and parent. So if you can come and speak, that will be a great motivation for the children, because you walked through these corridors. You sat in the classrooms where the current children are sitting. So you know the pulse better than anyone. So if you can come as those people for different areas and speak to our kids, it will be wonderful inspiration for them. Then field study is very important at present. You are working in Kuwait. Almost everyone over here are working in Kuwait in different companies, different organizations and all. And when we wanted to conduct field trip for grade 2 or grade 4 or grade 7, we search for where can we take. And especially our 11th and 12th science and commerce stream students, many times we find it difficult from industries and all to get permission, because as you know, we have a huge strength. So if you can help us get permissions and all, that also will be a great contribution. Then, in the same pattern, you can help children, guiding them for undertaking innovative projects. You are working in different companies. You maybe needed small projects or something. So if you can guide us, yes, our company needs that. Can 10 children join together and work? Because the current generation children know better than us. They can do a lot of things. So if you also support, we can have innovative projects for the children. Then social work initiative, providing opportunities for students, along with the alumni network for plantation, cleaning drives, charity activities, etc. When I say about the social work, because social work is very important, and if you can help find areas where we can work, plantations like that, we can send our children on Saturdays or on holidays in batches, and we can work on it. So we need your support in that. Then exploring and providing opportunities for exposure, to present papers, to participate in big events, etc. Then migration-related assistance. Many children after 12th wanted to move out study, maybe to Canada, maybe to Australia, maybe any other country. They need support to understand which are the best universities, best colleges, how to find an accommodation, because for accommodation and all recommendations are needed. So if Alumni Association, if we can have chapters at different countries, and if chapter members can help the children, that will be of great help for the current generation of children. Then, not only that, there may be people searching for jobs within our network, alumni network. There may be vacancies in your companies. If you can post it or share it with everyone, that will be another great contribution to your classmates, to everyone across. These are all suggestions. You may be having plenty of ideas. Again, excellence awards. Children are excelling in different streams. In academics, sports, literary activities, cultural activities, and all. If you can set up excellence awards to promote them, that will be great. Not only that, if you can provide them opportunities to showcase their talents in big events that's happening in Kuwait or abroad. Suppose a wonderful dancer is there, an instrumentalist is there. If there is a big program happening in your company or somewhere, if you can showcase our students over there, that will be a great achievement in a debate or a discussion or anything. So in all these ways, this network can help. Then, we have discussed about many suggestions. Now, if you want to execute it, we may be having a lot of dreams, a lot of ideas and all. But if we want to execute it really, what we need an organizational structure. We need an organization. That's where the importance of UISAA comes. That organization should have a structure, means there should be a leadership team at the top for directing, for creating policies. And who should be the members of the executive committee and all? You are the people to decide, not the school principal or school management or anyone. You are the people to decide. There should be an executive committee centered at Kuwait UIS. Right? You are all in Kuwait. So, amongst you, you should find few people who can lead the organization as an executive committee member. And the executive committee should be responsible for deciding about the policies and programs and providing correct direction to chapters that we are planning to create in different countries or different parts. Okay, that is, so a roadmap is, first we should have an executive committee. Then we should have regional chapters in different countries and in different areas. It is in India you can have, in USA, in Canada, whichever country it is, that one should be there. And then we have to develop an app. An application we have to develop, a digital application we have to develop, through which we can get connected and updated. What is happening in the school and also around the world, you can all get connected. There should be an app. I think there may be many experts, digital experts sitting over here. So this can be the first project the alumni can take up. Developing a wonderful app to get connected. We will start with WhatsApp group. Later we can convert that into, if you all agree, these are all suggestions, okay, don't think that this principal is coming and commanding that, instructing that these things should be done. No, these are all suggestions, because there should be some suggestions that only things will start. We have to start, all right? Then only we will reach somewhere. So I am just giving a starting point, that's all. Then, so first thing, you can decide who are the experts, and we can start working on developing an app. Then, there should be a chief patron. You should not forget the principal, okay? I told executive committee and all. And finally, if I don't have a role, or the next principal coming, if he or she doesn't have a role, that is not fair. So I had to protect that. So the principal will be the chief patron for this, if there is no objection. Okay. Yeah. Then there will be a coordinator. There will be a school coordinator, a senior teacher. Because there should be a person whom you can connect. Because if you call me every day, sometimes I won't pick. Then you will say that chief patron is not picking the phone. So it should not die out. So there can be a senior teacher to coordinate. And presently, Mrs. Shriba Srikumar, our senior mass HOD, to agree to take up that role. Patron, I will be, okay. Shriba Srikumar is here? Yeah. Ma'am, can you come here? Because everyone should know you, because you are the... Most of you may be knowing, she is the senior HOD for Maths Department, Shriba Srikumar. She is the connect for you in the school. Fine? You may be thinking this principal will continue. No, I am planning to wind up. My role is over. Once again, the roadmap for the structure is, we should have an executive committee. We can decide how many numbers should be there. We should have chapters. And there should be, first we have to develop an app. Executive committee will be working in association with the patron. I am not telling it is headed by the patron, okay. I am telling in association with the patron and also school coordinator, Shriba Srikumar, in the beginning. Okay, with this, I thank each one of you for paying attention to me and also for coming over here. I welcome you and thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, sir. Did you get everything? A few? No problem. We'll give you it again, okay? So don't worry about that. Okay, what do you think the time is there for now? What do you want to do? I'm giving you ideas. Okay, I would love to watch a movie. How many of you watch movie in a theater with friends or only at home alone? So today you have a time or a chance to watch a movie. Actually, it is more like a digital moving scrapbook, a tribute to our Mrs. Susan Roy, the former director and principal of UIS. Now just imagine you have your popcorn with you, whichever you have it, the caramel or the cheesy one, and let the show begin, okay?
these halls, turning ordinary days into lasting calls. You led with grace, with truth so deep, awakening dreams we still keep. 'Cause of you we learn to rise, to see the world with willful eyes. Your dead strength still leads us
How was it? What brought memories? Did you listen to the song? You didn't get it? Yeah, but it is composed, lyrics written by one of our teachers. Would you like to know who? I don't know how many of you were taught by her. Emmy teacher, how many of you remember her? Emmy teacher, please. It was wonderful to see so many things, and it brought out a lot of memories. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Susan Roy, ma'am, on the podium, along with Tessie, ma'am. You need to. Yeah, lights. The lights. Joby, the lights, please. Okay, this is just to complete that previous circle that we had, the video, the memories. And Tessie ma'am is the vice chairwoman. She'll be presenting the Distinguished Service Award to our dear ma'am, Mrs. Susan Roy. A loud applause, please. Take it, please. Susan ma'am and Tessie ma'am, you can have your seat there, right there. Right now, ma'am? You on the podium, okay? Yeah. You want that look?
Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all of you. I would like to place on record my sincere gratitude to late Mr. Thomas Chandy, our former chairman, and his family, especially Mrs. Tessie Chandy, because of whose invitation I'm here today. A huge thank you to our amazing sponsor, Mr. Jassim Al-Nusif, for his unwavering support. I still like to refer to them as my colleagues, both past and present, have been a constant source of inspiration and encouragement. I'm really grateful for the privilege of working with dedicated, passionate educators. This award that I just received is a testament to their teamwork that makes the school community so special. May God continue to bless the institution. Congrats, and here's to many more milestones. The Lord has led UIS thus far and will continue for years to come. God bless UIS and all of us. Thank you.
Okay, let's have something now. I throw a word at you, okay? The first thing that comes to your head, you have to give it back to me. Here? It can be different answers. Okay, let's begin. I'll go with the simple things. Games period. Dipali was home. That's nice. You remembered her. That's true. Joseph, sir. Okay. Okay, what about the canteen? Tirupal, okay, you remembered him. Hot breads. Oh, yeah. I've forgotten. Right, right. Thank you so much. Okay, if I call out the subject, let's see, okay? Mathematics. Okay, you have Rama teacher. I think she's there. She's there, yeah. Okay, what about French? Weapons, nobody remembers? Okay. And what about chemistry? The chemical bonds? Yeah. And what about English teachers? Samsa, okay. Shh, you guys making too much noise. No chorus answers, one by one. Susan, ma'am. Oh, you taught, right, starting? Susan Alexander, miss. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Okay, now when I give the name Mrs. Susan Roy, what comes to your head? Assembly. Anything else? A sweetheart. Heels? You remember her walk? And the dress, yes, absolutely. I think it was very distracting when we used to have the assembly in the front. We used to watch for it. And she never repeated it. How many had to stand outside it? Oh my God. Quite a number. Yeah. But it was one of the fun days, right? Now when you look back, yes, it has just made a difference. And I think all the little things have brought something good in us. Okay, why did I ask? Why do you think I asked? Memories? Or do you think I'm going to do something? Okay, wouldn't you like to know what makes her tick? What was the inspiration to all the things that she did? Yeah, so we have a Tessie ma'am having a rendezvous with Mrs. Susan Roy, talking the talk. So let's pay attention. Okay? Ready? Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Cynthia. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. I know that it's a Thursday evening. You all had plans with your families, with your friends, and we truly appreciate your presence here today. And to all those who are watching us live or catching this recorded version at some point, wherever you are in the world, welcome. Thank you for being here and thank you for your time. So initially when we planned the program schedule, as usual, we put in an address by ma'am, and I thought that was too formal for this setup. And my reason being, I was a former student. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tessie Chandy. I'm a former student. I'm the daughter of the late chairman, Mr. Thomas Chandy. And right now, I serve as the vice chairperson for schools, United Indian School. And so I've had the unique privilege of being ma'am's student and then years later coming back and being her colleague. So that was for me, yeah. So for me, that was an absolute eye-opener. I saw the person behind and all of the decisions that she made, the heart behind it, the logic behind it. And so then, after years, after 20 years, it made sense. So I thought that perspective must be given to all of you as well. So I have a few questions here. I know that we wish we could have, had questions from you guys and then had it, but we didn't have enough time for all that. So hopefully in the future we can have more programs like this where we can, get a peek behind our teachers and who they are. So with all your permission, I'm going to start. I've already shared the questions with ma'am, so don't worry if you feel like, oh my God, what is she asking? So ma'am, let me start right at the beginning. Before Kuwait, before UIS, before everything we know today, you began your professional journey in Bombay, working with St. Sebastian School, Mumbai. What were those early years like for you as a young educator? And did you imagine then that you would be in a lifelong work in education?
I took up the career. In fact, it was my father who felt that teaching is the best profession for girls. My sister was also a teacher. And then I realized also the fun in interacting with students and molding them. And as a young educator, I really enjoyed being with them. And it was very easy for me to blend with them. Yeah. To give an example, we always had an athletic meet every year. And I was in charge of one of the houses, the house mistress, one of the houses. And in an athletic meet, I think the best part of any athletic meet is if there is an inter-house relay competition. And you start cheering. And I used to go to the extent of running with my team. So much so that my colleagues would say, when the relay starts, pull back Susie, otherwise she'll be on the field. And I think I did that a few years after I came here in the tracks here also. But then I realized that it was, so I decided not to do that. But I still feel very thrilled when I have these matches. And so I was very happy with those students, and my career was planned, and I'm happy about it.
So it wasn't an accident, it wasn't,
No,
it was
no,
all
no,
right,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
So ma'am, in 1990, you made a significant move. You came to Kuwait, joined UIS under the leadership of Chandi sir. He recognized your potential very early on, and within a short span of time, you were elevated to the role of vice principal and then to principal. And in 1994, when you took over as principal, UIS was just a medium-sized school just starting out on its journey. And when she retired in 2022, it had grown into one of the largest campuses in Kuwait and one of the most respected schools in Kuwait. So ma'am, looking back now, what do you think Dad saw in you in those early years? And did you at that point envision for your school what you accomplished?
I really wish Mr. Chandi was here to tell him, to find out from him why, what did he find, because he would be the best person to give the answer. When I joined in 1990, that was May 1990, he wanted to know what was the kind of job that my profile. And I told him that I was the supervisor in the art section in my previous school. So he wanted to know what I do. I mean, what I did as the supervisor. So I told him I have to supervise lessons, I have to check the notebooks and make the timetables. So he said, Susan, I don't want you to go to class. From tomorrow, you will start observing lessons. And
That is
teachers, classes. He said you'll start observing their classes. And Mr. Chandi had a weakness for convent education, people from the north. So my background was a convent education. All my education was in Mumbai. Then that was something that probably he felt. And I was young then. So he felt here is a good bakra, nice, energetic. So here she will handle this for me.
And over the years, you were very conscious to set out a school that was rooted in strong values: discipline, academic excellence, sports excellence, and so much more. But if there's one quality, like they just mentioned, most people immediately would associate with your leadership, it is discipline. Why was discipline so important to you, and how do you see discipline shaping not just students, but the overall culture and character of the school?
I think when you insist on discipline, things are easy. It goes smoothly. You know, even when we take children for a trip, and I'm used to taking students for camps. There was this system where they had to stand in a queue for the food that was being served. Initially, they would feel they can just rush. But they realized later that standing in a queue, you move faster than when you just push yourself. And I think that is really important, because I also remember to give an example, my school, the convent where I studied, we had a uniform where it was the pinafore and the blouse. Now, sister insisted, because it was a time that the material that we could buy was the terracotta material. That was more convenient in the sense washing and drying. But I remember sister would insist that we buy the same casement material for our blouses. The material for this uniform also was cotton, because she felt that there would be people who can't afford, and there should be uniformity. So I also insisted on some of these things. And then I remember, it wasn't very easy. I suddenly would move around or come out from a class, because I was allowed to teach then. I would see a lot of parents in the corridors. I said, what is this? No, they're allowed to come up. I said, no, they cannot come up when the class is going on. So then it was a task for me to stop getting these people coming to class, because it was disturbing the teacher's in the class, she has to come out because she's there. The parents have come, so I stopped on that also. So it was, I felt things move better, smoothly, when there is discipline.
So, ma'am, as you look down back on your journey, how did your leadership style, did it evolve with time? In sense that, did you feel like you had to soften on some of the things, and or did your convictions with the year after year, did it get stronger?
You know, Mr. Jani would always say, let's take this case by case. So the softening part came sometimes, but I was quite strong on my convictions, and I thought that I should stand on them. So I didn't make much changes, and I was quite firm about what I wanted.
Okay, so ma'am, I still remember a quote on your table. I think most of the principals had that quote.
Somebody
But
gave it to us.
yes, but it was a quote from Mother Teresa, and this is what it said. It said, God has not called me to be successful. He has called me to be faithful. And having been your student and having been your colleague, I know that you embody this quote. I know personally that during your years as principal, you've received several lucrative offers from other institutions, not just in Kuwait, but outside in the GCC, better pay, better titles, but yet you chose to remain with UIS. What made that faithfulness to the institution, to its vision, more important to you than personal professional advancement?
It is, as Mother Teresa's quote says, it is the journey and not the destination that's important. So I came to Kuwait. My husband was already here for a long time. I had to wait for 10 years to join him. And I came as a person to be working in United Indian School. And Mr. Chandy had a lot of faith and gave me a lot of support. So I felt that it was not fair that I leave the institution just because the salary is more lucrative. And then more than anything, I'd begun to nurture an institution. And I didn't want the growth to be left half done. So for me, that was not important. So I felt I have to be there to bring up my school, bring up my children.
My teachers, I hope we're taking notes. Okay, so ma'am, as an expatriate community in Kuwait, we all understand the limitations within which we work. And yet, despite those constraints, you build an extraordinary institution. Today, UIS excels not just in academics, but in sports, in co-curriculars, you name it. If UIS is showing up for an event, they're coming back with something. If it's the first place, second place, something. Where others usually see limitation, no space, no ground, no nothing, you saw potential, you saw talent. How were you able to do that?
The entire credit goes to my team of teachers. They are the ones who were able to blend academics and co-curricular activities. I know Mr. Vaidyan was our first PT teacher. And for me, I was really shocked that the school doesn't have a ground. So, because in Bombay, most of the schools have a ground, whether it's a small or a big, they have a ground, school ground. So I was quite surprised. And then we started with these athletic meets. Jacob Vaidyan would come and tell me, ma'am, the children need practice. I said, but where are we going to practice? So he said, ma'am, we'll go to the desert. So every morning at 5:30, he would take the children to that desert. I think that's where we have, integrated all those schools there that have come. He would go there, and then he had to face a lot of hardships because suddenly there would be a dust storm, and then he would have to bring the children back. And then we also had those Badu children coming and swirling their car there and cooking up the dust. So it was a hard task, but he did it, and I really appreciate even our basketball courts. They were not full size. They were not the full size, but they put in their best. The teachers put in their best. And it was only just before the actual event that they requested me, ma'am, can we hire a ground? Can we hire a court to give them a proper practice? Because otherwise they found that, the children were getting, especially the basketball, when they had to run the full court, they would get very tired. So, give them a practice on a full court, and we would hire a court and also hire a ground to give them a practice. Hats off to my teachers.
Ma'am, even though you were known to be firm and sometimes even stern, you command deep respect and loyalty from your teachers. Many describe you as a leader who was strong in expectation yet deeply empathetic. I cannot tell you all the number of stories of teachers who have come to me and who have said how even though she was very strong and she was very stern in school, that in their time of need, in their deepest and darkest moments, she stood with them like a sister, like a mother, and they would forever remember her for that. So So ma'am, for those of us who are here, who are in leadership positions, what advice would you give us? How do we build teams that feel united, respected, and motivated, while still maintaining high standards?
I think you have to, one is be with them and practice it yourself before you preach. Put your confidence in them, trust them, give them a kind of picture of what exactly you expect from them. Give them all the support, and I think they will be the best.
So, ma'am, let's come to today. When you walk, am I audible? When you walk around in school, do you find yourself observing students and the school culture through an educator's lens? What difference do you see in the students of today compared to earlier? What changes concern you? At the same time, what encourages you for the generation of today?
Today's generation, as you know, they're all techno-savvy people. They have a lot of information. Information even before we can have them. But I also find that it's not always very helpful, not helpful in the sense, it's not really encouraging to see them using the knowledge that they have. Is sometimes misused. And they prefer hands-on work rather than just the old traditional methods. But I find that they have stressed both professionally and academically. They're stressed, and their mental health sometimes is of concern. So we need to take note of that.
Ma'am, you didn't just build a school, you shaped lives. You created an environment that was, as much as possible, free from bullying and harassment. A place where students felt seen, valued, and known. Even now, decades later, you remember teachers and students by name. How do you do that? And what does it mean to you to truly know the people that you're leading?
When I was working in Mumbai or Bombay, whatever, our headmaster, he's been somebody who has really, he's a kind of a role model for me, a mentor. And every morning after the assembly it used to be through the intercom, he would take his rounds. And as he walked down the corridor, we, the teachers in the classes, were taking the attendance. And he would hear us say 1, 2, 3, 4. At the next staff meeting, he told us, no 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes a little time, but you will call each child by their name. That is important. It shows that relationship, the closeness that you have with your teachers, with your children. So he said that I don't want to hear you all calling them by their numbers, because he would say it's like saying, Kaidi number. So I don't want that. You have to have that personal touch with your children. So I think it began with that, but I must admit that we've also learned in our B.Ed, that is with languages, of course, that there is decay through disuse. But I feel that I'm not able to remember the names as well as I did then. That's because I'm not interacting with many of my students here. So, but I always tell them, you change, but we don't change. And so when you come to us, please introduce yourself so that we don't feel so guilty that we've forgotten your name.
So that's for everybody here today. So, ma'am, my final question, and it's a personal question. You have, ma'am, walked through tremendous personal loss and sorrow. And yet, through it all, you have shown remarkable strength anchored in an unshakable faith in God. How do you overcome your loss? How do you continue to be so strong? And what advice would you have for any of us here who's going through pain, grief, and suffering?
Jesse, you said it, strong faith. In 1994, when I lost my son, I was like anybody else. I said, why me, God? But as over the years, I know that God has his plans and that I'm not alone. He's with me. And I can trust him. So my advice to anybody going through a season of sorrow and pain, I would say that keep your faith. Pray continuously. Because in God's kingdom, there is no denial. There are delays, but no denials. So I pray that all of you, anybody who is going through a time like this, please see that you are not shaken in your faith. You pray continuously and trust the Lord will do the best.
So with that, I come to the end of my questions, and I would like to close by saying this. On behalf of everyone here, everyone watching, and everyone who will join us, the many lives that you have touched around the world, I want to say thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your dedication to us. You have been faithful and true in your service. And for all of us here, may we, through our lives and our life's work, make you proud, and may we strive to be worthy of you.
I think this is the longest you must have heard ma'am speaking like this. Yeah, Tessie ma'am, really, what is the ma'am that we wanted to know? And I think most of us agree with all the experiences that she was talking about. I personally can say that she's somebody that is always in your corner. So no matter what task given, we have the confidence that she's there. She will take care. Okay, the scoldings, whatever. But, yeah, we did get that notice to come meet me, and we would be like, okay. Yeah, yes, we just used to get scared. But the thing is what, my personal experience has also been there. So like I said, Tessie ma'am, even I did not lose school is because the school has given me a lot. And it is true, Susan ma'am, that thank you, ma'am. And I think many of you know her now personally, how she has been. Okay, to do that, okay, I call upon Mr. John Thomas, Operations Manager. He will present a token of appreciation to Mrs. Susan Roy. A loud applause, please.
Susan Ma, with all your permission, I give this to our Susan Ma. Shall I?
Thank you, Tessie ma'am. That was really a wonderful experience. And thank you, Susan ma'am. Tired of sitting? Want to stand and sit? Have my permission. Yeah. Okay. Today, as we stand at this threshold of remembrance and renewal, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey that unites us. To capture this spirit, we now present a short video, a tribute to the milestones of the past, the times of the present, and the promise of future. So, ready? Fasten your seatbelts as with reverence and pride, I invite you to witness a walk down the memory lane. Over to you, Thomas, sir. The lights. Hope you have some of the popcorn remaining. Are you trying to be mean? Please bear with us. Okay, sorry for the trouble. Technical error. It will get corrected. Let's go to the next part. You know what's going to happen now? No? No? But I know. Okay. We spoke about, ma'am, we spoke about you students. So now is the time you have two speakers who have been the alumni. And I would like to invite Mr. Biju Cherian to be up. I think most of you know him. Yeah, he'll be speaking to us. And we can't call everybody up, like Principal Sir said, next time. So, Mr. Biju. You would like the podium or the mic? Is enough?
I might need the light because they can't see me with my complexion. lights, please. Good evening, everyone. Respected judges, teachers, my dear friends, I stand for the position of house captain. Greenhouse, same venue, same audience. So, Unai, right? Respected Mrs. Susan Roy, the chief guest, our honorable chairperson dignitaries, principal, vice principals, our beloved teachers, non-teaching staff, and amazing alumni, ex-UIS students. Yay! You need to cheer. Foremost, I thank the present management for this opportunity to speak on this August special day. When I first walked into this UIS campus back in 1985, little did I or my parents know that a strong bond, a strong relationship is going to be formed, and that relationship is going to influence a lot in my life. No clue. But as we return back to our specials, our favorite school tonight, I realize how time flies. Same like my homework experiences. I have great plans how to do it well, how to, color the borders, how to present it on time. But that moment the clock ticks so fast, and then time flies. Likewise, those days were simple. We had our worries, of course. We had worries of, but our biggest worries were surprise test teachers, money miss. PT periods getting delayed or cancelled. And also whether we're going to get out of syllabus questions. And now we also have some worries, but a bit more sophisticated. So instead of the clock ticking too fast, our worry is, is the budget within the expense? I mean, with the expense within the budget? You know why? What happened? I missed the line. Are appointments getting delayed or cancelled? Yeah? And when is the number on the weighing scale or the sugar monitor, the BP apparatus, it's just not stopping, it's just keeping on increasing. So these are our current worries right now. Anyway, but deep down inside, but nothing much changed. We're still those students who rush to assembly and now to work. We hid our unpolished shoes behind during the assembly and try to wipe it with the other socks, And now we hurriedly take the laundry rack inside when the visitors at the parking, and then air freshener. So it's same. You look at it, it's same. It's just a bit sophisticated. But then and now, we always believed one good friend is all that we need in life. One who hears us. The special thing about tonight is that probably when we have the alumni from across 10 to 30 odd years, some of us grew with chalk and dusters. And the dusters was banned because of the throws on us. And then they moved to smart boards. Yeah. But yet a few things are common for all of us. We all had one strict teacher we were always scared of, and we always had that favorite teacher we always wanted to keep impressing. Actually, now if you look around, we could still mix and match the batches. I used to look like a student group, some of us, and I've made peace with my hairline and my waistline group. And you can still get on my nerves, Biju, group. So we can still mix and match and we can still intermingle irrespective of the ages that we passed out. Whichever group you belong to tonight, you're back home where you can let go of your guard. You're among your friends and well-wishers. And most of us are not wise enough, or we're wise enough not to pass judgments. When we filled the Google form and got ready for this gathering, there would have been many questions among us. Who among our batch is the real successful? Who really married his crush or her crush? And who vanished from all online groups and today he will be there or she'll be there. So, but I'm sure after a short while, we will realize, especially after this amazing interview that we witnessed, it's all irrelevant now. There's a deep peace that comes from us. We've made it. Nobody cares about our job titles now. Nobody cares about the car we drive or the social media connections. It's about how we felt then and how we feel even now. I struggled a lot in my life, especially after leaving school. Probably I should have stayed back. I survived stage 2 cancer, stage 4 cancer. I'm working on an artificial hip. I've lost my buddy, sister forever. And a lot of miseries and disasters have struck my life. But in all these disasters and struggles, I always had the availability of one lady. And that's our Iron Lady. She was always there for me. She was always there for me. From my first episode or my latest episode, every now and then checking on me, texting me, asking my wife how I'm doing. And not only her, even my other teachers, my Mani miss, my Sheila miss, my Sheila miss, a lot of my teachers, and not only my teachers, my buddies, my UIs, my batchmates, Don from Dubai, if you're watching, the guy who used to make me laugh during my treatment with his messages. And he wants to take me on a Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan trip. Buddy, look. And Dr. Salima, she used to read every single reports, and she used to assure us, she used to be there for us. My other friends, Donnie, Liji, Linoy with his late night video calls from Australia. He used to stay up late so that he can get me on the line just to cheer me up. And this also motivated me, myself. I need to go back. I need to go back to that place where I came from. My wife was my beautiful wife, my beautiful daughters. They were also assured that Appa is not alone. I remember with respect our founder, Mr. Thomas Chandy sir, as he wisely chose the word united to name his school. He and his initial leaders like Suleiman Kalender, Gerard Rodericks, followed by our Iron Lady, Mrs. Susan Roy, everyone's favorite ma'am, ensured that there was unity of thoughts, clarity of vision, and availability of smart bakras for their noble visions. Our parents were welcomed and assured that their children will get high quality education and development within the humble budget. They felt important because our parents were family members of UIS, not clients. We students failed, we won, we fought, we forgave, and we kept coming back every day, irrespective of which religion or state or language we spoke. Our teachers were our first life coaches, before the social media reels or Stephen Covey or all other books. To all the teachers present here and who are watching online or who are watching from above, we, your long-term project, are here for review. We've had a lot of corrections with ourselves, but we're here because of you. Thank you for not giving up on us. Thank you for not giving up on me. thank you to everyone who initiated this alumni. May this alumni grow to be a strong community, and the next 40, 60 years see more batches walk out of these gates with certificates in their hands, memories in their hearts, and wisdom that is, it's okay to fail in life, because failure is not when you fall down. It's when you don't get up again and again and again. Thank you.
Thank you, Biju. That was wonderful. I think it is inspiring to many of us. I actually did not know about this about you. I heard your name, but you were a batch, I wasn't there. Yeah, so I was definitely. You'll be surprised if you know my age now. I won't disclose it right now, but few of them know it. Okay. You'll have the video now? Okay, so get back to the, we'll finish this, okay? I remember her face now. Dr. Salim, I met her down, I brought her up on the thing. So we'll call upon Dr. Salima Yusuf, and she will share her experience and, yeah, inspire us more. Yeah. What happened? Josh Thanda? All have become Thanda or what?
After such an emotional speech by Biju and everything, that he said, I don't know if I'm in a position to speak. I'm truly so emotional right now. Today, actually day before yesterday, Biju called me and said, Mrs. Roy is here and she needs you and I to speak. And I'm like, oh my God. I started having palpitations, literally. I started picturing Mrs. Roy with the sari and walking tuck, 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 and with those glasses. And I'm like, Biju, oh my God, I can't. Biju's like, what's the matter with you? Just come and speak your experience. And I'm like, I know, but see, even now, I'm having palpitations, I'm having tremors. Of course, I'm emotional with everything that Biju said because I resonate with him. I joined United Indian School in 1985. My registration number is 0006. I was the 6th student to join in Mrs. Thomas Shandy's school. Mr. Gerald Rodrigues was the principal then, and Mr. Suleiman Kalandar, just as Biju mentioned. And Biju and I have been together since then. I'm sorry I've started very informally. I just couldn't contain my emotions. Distinguished dignitaries of the UIS management, esteemed members of the teaching faculty, our beloved former director and principal, Mrs. Susan Roy, and my dear, dear friends. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly so honored and privileged to stand before you today as Dr. Salima Yusuf, an alumna of United Indian School from its very first outgoing batch of 1997. This moment fills me with immense pride as we gather here to reminisce, to commemorate, and celebrate this, the cherished memories of our school life, memories that have shaped us and made us who we are today. As we reconnect today, we are reminded of the 3 apt words the management has chosen to bring us back together under the familiar and reassuring roof where we once spent countless hours every day for many, many years. When I reflect on my school memories, they are inseparably shaped by a triad. A triad, on one side I had my friends, the other side I had all my lovely teachers, and a very, very strong person, our disciplinarian school mother, Mrs. Roy. No matter how strict she was, so particular about everything, punctuality, proper uniform, pinafore length cannot be above the knees. It has to be way below the knees. You have to wear long socks to cover up your legs, for the girls, of course. A neatly groomed hair, either 2 ponytails or 2 braids. Short hair, you have to wear a headband to make sure, your bangs are not covering your eyes. For the boys, short hair, trimmed nails, so many other things, your decorum, how you conduct yourself, respectful greetings in the corridors when you see your teachers, no slouching, head up, chin up. Still, after all this, we still adored her. There was something about her, something magical about this lady, that we just could never hate her. We couldn't dislike her. I don't know what it was. Of course, there were times we were annoyed, and especially when we got caught, Biju and I, I'm sure, we did a lot of boo-boos. We got caught breaking rules. We were punished for it, yet we were awestruck by her dignified presence. Deep down, actually, we all longed for her attention and a word of acknowledgement. The second side of the triad was our teachers, all of them. With them, we shared a warm, affectionate, informal, almost like a parental bond, one that was built on guidance, trust, and a lot of love. We spent more time with our teachers in school. We connected more with them than we did with our parents. I still remember my mom telling Sam sir that my daughter is always at home talking about the teachers, Elizabeth Mani Miss, Sheila Miss, Sushila Miss, Rosama Miss, all the teachers that we grew up with, Miss Susan Alexander, so many of them. There are so many names I'm probably missing out. I'm getting older, but deep down have so much of regard for all of them, really. Friends who form the third side of the triad, those with whom we spent our childhood and adolescent years. We have so many memories, Biju. All the mischief we did, all the girls Biju was chasing. And he literally used to tell me, can you go give this letter to Manju, to Anju, and God knows who and who. And how many times we got into trouble in class because of him. He was such a mischievous kid. We shared laughter, we shared mischief, and all the pressures of growing up together. I miss all my batchmates today, truly. I was telling Donnie and Biju and Anita, I'm like, I really wish they were all here. Everybody, Faisal, Victor, Janice, Dawn, Lizanne, Kevin. Kevin used to get in trouble all the time by Miss for his haircut. And all the other buddies, from our batch. So alongside the rigors of academics and board exams, the pressure, UIS also offered us a vibrant world of extracurricular experiences. My friends and I participated in numerous skits. Biju and I were experts in that, writing skits, plays. We did Mirabai together, right? I think you were in a different section. I won the Best Actress Award thrice. I was really good in drama. Sam sir was, behind this all. I really miss him too. And we did declamations, we did dances, so many others. And I fondly remember that Biju and myself, we won the Mr. UIS and Miss UIS in our 10th standard. I still have that little piece of paper, that document with all the teachers' signatures. I actually wanted to bring it today, but since I came from work, I wasn't able to bring it. But yeah, I still have all those. And it was such an honor, and all these memories just bring a huge smile on my face and a content in my heart. These experiences truly nurtured our confidence, creativity, camaraderie. And leaving UIS after 12th grade it just meant carrying treasured memories with us long after graduation. It did become a part of an unforgettable journey. It shaped our formative years. And as Biju pointed out, he's actually covered everything. Where are we today? We went through so much in our life over all these years. I think 27, 28 years since we left UIS. And, we all split up. We went to different countries, got our education, had college life experience. And then, we got married, we had kids. So many of us suffered through health issues, And Biju spoke about himself. And of course, I'm so blessed to have friends like him, my friend Liji, Nisha, everybody. I miss all my friends. And knowing that, this school basically gave us that foundation. I remember when I moved back to Kuwait for my parents, and my kids were so tiny. So we were having an issue with admission because we came at a very odd time. And I actually came back to Mrs. Roy saying that, I have been denied admission for my kids. I just need them to start their formative years here. And I remember actually their admissions, closed. Basically, they were not taking any more students. She said, for you, we will create a slot. So she did, she actually got my kids in. And I remember she just walked out of her desk just to give me a hug. And I'm like, oh my God, she's giving me a hug? That's like a first time ever, And I couldn't believe that was her. I'm like, oh my God. My husband was with me. And through the years, when I used to tell him like how special this school is to me, he never got it. He's like, what's the big deal, I'm like, you will see when you go to school. And then I met Elizabeth Mani Miss on the corridor. I met Sushila Miss. Actually, Sushila Miss heard from someone I came and she came running from somewhere. So that was the kind of love, even till date, that we receive. And it, is just a heartwarming feeling that I don't think anywhere in the world, any school, you can have such connections, such a strong bond. Truly, As we celebrate 40 years of UIS, oh my God, I can't believe it, And we have come together to launch the UIS Alumni Network. I love all the points given by you, Mr. Principal. They were amazing, and yes, we were paying attention for a change, taking mental note. A lot of them I actually agree with, and God willing, going forward, I would really like to contribute and help in any way that I can. And we do recognize that this moment is not just a reunion, it is so much more than that. And as Mani Miss said, that this is a living bridge, something that should connect our shared past with our present journeys and our future generations of UIS. This alumni network will give us a platform to stay connected beyond reunions and photographs and videos, to support one another professionally, to mentor the younger students, share opportunities, extend a guiding hand, just as our teachers once upon a time did for us. No matter how far life takes us, we remain as one UIS family. And the values instilled in us, the discipline, integrity, the resilience, and the respect, it did not end with that final school bell. I am so proud for having our foundation from this school, because I was able to teach my children the value of respect, the value of handwriting. When I used to make my children do those cursive writings, they would be like, Mama, nobody does that anymore. We're doing things on the laptop. And I'm like, and they're like, you're wasting your time. And I'm still, even with this techno world, with my kind of job, I'm still a person who has a diary, makes to-do lists by hand, and a lot of people make fun of me. They're like, you and your diaries. I'm the first person to jump when we get presents from medical representatives with the diaries. So, some things, I guess, old habits die hard. So by strengthening this alumni network, we honor our roots, and we give back to this institution that has given us all so much. I think we owe this, to this institution. We need to ensure that the spirit of UIS continues to thrive. And today we are here not just merely as former students, but as ma'am said earlier, that we are living reflections of UIS. Whatever we have all achieved carries the quiet imprint of people, our teachers, who have guided us and believed in us. And it feels only fitting that Mrs. Susan Roy's presence today once again brings us together, for she has always been the steady force behind UIS. I don't think I would have even come to this reunion if it was not her visiting, truly. I changed my duty today just to be here. So it's truly such an honor to be here after all these years. So I do pray that this alumni network, helps us keep united in spirit, in purpose, and in service. And as we look ahead, may we continue to uphold the values instilled in us, ensuring that the legacy of UIS lives on through each and every one of us. With gratitude in our hearts and unity in our purpose, we carry UIS forward wherever life takes us. Once UIS, always UIS. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. I think you practice here, right? In Jalib. Yeah, so you can go meet her. Definitely. Yeah, I think we had to watch the movie. Yeah, ready for it? Okay. Okay, we are sorry the music couldn't be played, but I think you caught the memories, right? The memories were there. Let's go to the next section. You want to know what it is? The lights, please. Yeah. I need to read. Okay, let's have some fun. Ready? No, I am not getting the response. Are you ready? Okay. Let me introduce. Where's my quiz master? Okay. Slowly. She's excited. How many of you know her? Yeah. Okay, she's your maths quiz master, but today she's not conducting a maths quiz. She will conduct a nostalgic quiz. Are you ready? You'll be able to answer. Okay, just follow her instructions, and we have teachers with the mic. Please answer, okay? Yeah, you can shout out your answer as long as it is audible for us. The chalks, we do not have chalks. You all spoke about a lot of punishments. Nowadays, we can't even touch the child. It is mental stress, stress for the teachers actually.
Thank you, Cynthia. Good evening, all. Yes, yes. Good evening. Today is special as we reconnect generations, memories, and mentors, right? Before we get emotional, let us go back in time for a few minutes. No exams, no answer sheets, only memories. Okay. Let us see how well you remember your school days. Nostalgic quiz. There are 2 rounds. First round, do you remember? Second one, guess who? Okay. And if you know the answer, please raise your hand. Our teacher will come around with the mic. Can we start? The first question. Many students and even teachers could identify ma'am without seeing her. What signaled her arrival? Yes! Heeled footstep, tuck, tuck, tuck. Scary. Okay. Ready for the next memory? Okay. What was the most common excuse given for not doing homework? So many. Tell yours. Please pass the mic. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I too have so many answers. Come on.
I was sick, ma'am. Yesterday I was not feeling well.
Okay,
I had a
okay.
stomach pain.
Understood. Okay.
Tomorrow I'll do.
Or you'll say, no, I did, ma'am. I forgot. Ma'am, it's my new book. Okay. Next. Which period of the school day did students love the most? We expect math. Yes, last period or games period, right? PE period, what you're telling, right? Oh, wow. Of course, there'll be different answers. Okay. Let us rewind a little more. What was the most popular canteen snack before 2017? Hot bread's what?
Hot bread.
Chicken
Hot
sandwich.
Chicken
Right?
sandwich.
Yes. Okay. This one should be easy. Which place in school made even the best students walk a little slower? Which principal? Mrs. Roy's office, right? Okay. That's true. Okay. The next one. One sentence to describe our school. It is a slogan we screamed during matches. One slogan. No. East or west, UIS is the best, right? Okay, moving on to the next round. Let us go a little further back in time. The person, you have to guess who, this round is guess who, okay, the teacher. The person always wore a bindi and a headband in the 1990s. Yes, Mrs. Susan Roy, backbone of UIS. Saw the clipping, right? Yes. Next one. Which teacher made students sit so quietly that even the classroom seemed to stop breathing? Of course, Mrs. Susan Alexander. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Born on Children's Day and considers ഭൂഗോളത്തിന്റെ ഓരോ സ്പന്ദനവും കണക്കിലാണ്. Without mathematics, ഭൂമി വെറും ഒരു വട്ടപൂജ്യം. Born on Children's Day. Yes, Rosa Mamas. Okay. Next one. I know you all will scream. Who was the handsome sir? Many are they? Oh no, wait. Who was the handsome sir with a permanently unstyled hair and a huge fan following among students? Vapin sir. This one I don't know whether you will know the answer. Who's walked through the corridor came with a built-in dance beat. Who's walked through the corridor came with built-in dance beat. Thanks to her pile accessories, she's a Hindi teacher. Yes, Baljit Kaur. Next one. Always has neat handwriting on the board or notes. Chemistry lab, that salt analysis scheme, that paper, that one. Litty, Mrs. Mary Litty, our vice principal. This I doubt whether I'll get the answer, right answer. Which teacher's name could be guessed from her gentle nature and who was also admired by girls for her churidar collection? Shalini, yes. Shalini Nainan. Correct, ma'am. Last question. She was once a cheerful, well-loved student of United Indian School. Today, she continues to be closely connected with UIS. Our big boss, Mrs. Tessie Chanti, our vice chairperson. Hope this nostalgic quiz polished a few old memories and brought back some smile. East or west? Thank you all.
Thank you, Shiva Miss. You had to see ma'am on the ground there. Oh my God, she used to whistle. Can you believe that? Yes, yeah. Used to scream with a whistle. You didn't literally one, the other one. Okay. As all good things have to end. So, yes, we have come to an end of this program. How was it? Your energy level is very down. How was it? The networking should continue. Meet each other. We'll be having a photo session. And you can meet your teachers also. Okay, and now I call upon Mrs. Mary Little, Vice Principal of our school. She will give us the vote of thanks.
Good evening. It actually gives me immense pleasure to thank each and everyone present here for joining us and for making this event truly memorable. This event, the first alumni meet of UIS, is a celebration of the countless minds shaped within these walls. Years back, when you all stepped out from within these walls, we, your teachers, carried a hope in our hearts that the light that we shared with you would continue to shine in your life and to guide you forward. Time moved. Years turned into decades. Now, seeing you all back here reassures us that our wishes have come true. Thank you. Thank you for coming back, first of all, for reconnecting. Thank you, dear Biju and Dr. Salima, for sharing your memories and for reminding us that the torch that we have passed on to you, you are still holding it. And my dear alumni, we hope you all would continue to stay beside us, guiding, inspiring, and supporting generations that follow in your footsteps. At this moment, with grateful heart, I remember our visionary founder, late Mr. Thomas Chandy, whose dream continues to guide us every single day over the past 40 years. His dream has blossomed into a beautiful garden, the garden of legacy. A very special thank you to our chief guest, our esteemed former principal and director, Mrs. Susan Roy, our own ma'am, for your charismatic leadership, which defined this institution's directions, and for inspiring generations of students and alumni. Thank you, ma'am, for honoring us with your valuable presence. Your gracious presence has added great value and dignity to this occasion. Heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Tessie Chandy, Vice Chairperson, and Mr. Joel Jacob, Executive Administrator, for this initiative, which helps many of us to reconnect and relive the past cherished moments. I'm sure this would start a long term of reliving all the cherished moments that I'm including the teachers as well, we all had here in UIS. And this would be the feeling of all of us present here today, and also those who have joined online from far and wide. Now, I am delighted to mention here that the insightful direction of our principal, Mr. Radhakrishnan, served as the steering power behind this event. Sir, your unique ability to efficiently lead your team with foresight and constructive feedback is highly appreciated. Heartfelt thanks to our operations manager, Mr. John Thomas, for working closely with the program committee and ensuring that all logistics and material requirements were in place. The administrative office and the IT department are gratefully acknowledged for their essential support in ensuring the smooth conduct of this event. Our first ever alumni meet became a resounding success because of our program committee, our senior teachers, who with boundless enthusiasm were eagerly waiting all these days to greet their cherished students along with Susan Roy ma'am. I would like to remember with heartfelt gratitude all the teachers of our UIS family, past and present, who with dedication and commitment have contributed to the growth of this institution. Working behind the scenes, as always, our support staff played a vital role in bringing this event together. Sincere thanks for this valuable support. Once again, thank you from the depth of my heart to each one of you for being part of this unforgettable moment. Across the miles, let our connections flourish, strengthened by memories and protected by prayers. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lithimus. What do I say? Looking at you all, I would really like to say is that I remember this quote where it says that where your job is a hobby, it is never a burden. And I can say this very comfortably is because these 25 years of mine here in the school, not a day has gone by where I feel burdened not to come to school. I get up in the morning. Yeah, we have those, something, oh, I wish there was a holiday or it rains, more than the kids. I think we teachers say that. I hope it rains and, something happens. But it is never. When we come to school and when we see you, and today looking at you all, I think we are very proud that we are teachers. And I think teachers are kept young because of you kids. And our example is our Susan Roy ma'am, who has not grown old at all. I still remember her the way. I remember I had joined Don Bosco's, but there was a teacher who left from here and she joined Don Bosco's. That same evening, I came back and I said, Susan ma'am, one of the teachers is gone, so I'll join here. And I left Don Bosco's and I joined UIS. And I've not regretted my decision. So yeah, thank you kids. I do call you all kids, no matter you all don't look like kids, but you're kids for us. And 3 cheers for UIS. Hip hip? Hip hip? Hip hip? Yeah, you can have your fun time. I think we'll have a photographs or something. Yeah, the refreshments are outside. Thank you. Good night. God bless. And this is your compare, Cynthia, signing off. Thank you. Children, you can have your refreshments. It's to my left-hand side, this side. There's a door that goes from there also down. The washrooms are at the back if you do need to use them. Just one thing, keep ma'am in your prayers. Tomorrow she's flying back. Okay? Yeah, you're flying back tomorrow to India. Children, even as you're talking, you can move to the refreshments, please. Just take a walk this side. They're there, yeah. You can go there and then come back and talk to your friends, please. Yeah, yeah. You can talk there also.
दौड़ते भागते इस शहर में यारों कुछ यारी की बात करें थोड़ा थमकर थोड़ा रुक कर इस यारी का एहसास करें It's been a long way without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. ऐसी वैसी दोस्ती नहीं ऐसी वैसी दोस्ती नहीं ये नंबर यारी है मेरा यारी है ये नंबर यारी है दिल तेरे बिन धड़के ना एक तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना धड़कन ये कहती है दिल तेरे बिन धड़के ना एक तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना No one told you that was gonna be this way You're just a joke you broke with love that's the only way It's like you're always stuck in second gear When it hasn't been your day of week, your month, even your year
मुस्कुराने लगी मुस्कुराने लगी बेवजह हर जगह आने जाने लगी तू मुझे मैं तुझे जब भी हो दिल में वो खुल के बताने लगी പുതുമഴ വീണ പോലൊരാൾ അരികിലിരുന്ന രാത്രിയിൽ ഹൃദയമൊരേ നിലാനദി ചിറകുകൾ മെല്ലെ നീർത്തിതാ ചിരിമണിമാല കോർത്തിതാ നിറയുകയായി മനം സ്വയം
Saw you on the floor in the crowd yet alone. Music in my heart brings a loved up tone. Would you let me sing my love? I drifted through the night, you're the star in my sight. The moment makes it right for me and you. Would you let me sing my love? My heart snaps into